In this video we're going to be finding out if these, the Asics Metaspeed Sky Plus, are as good as my current favourite marathon shoe. Welcome everybody to Marathon HQ here in the mountains of Broxbourne. Yes, it's very high and it's very... no, it's not. Anyway, you're here to find out if this, the Asics Metaspeed Sky Plus, is as good as this. So let's get stuck in. Okay people, so if you are new around here, firstly consider subscribing before you leave us today, and make sure actually all of you, that you give this video a thumbs up, and I appreciate it. But anyway, you're here, like I said, to find out whether the Metaspeed is as good as the Adidas Pro 3. Now, if you are new, which is where I was going, I recently ran the London Marathon. I ran that in 3:40, 3:39, whatever it was, and I ran them in the Adidas Pro 3. Now I've been a big fan of this shoe, and I've said all along since I've had it that I'm a big fan of them. I had them in the Amsterdam Marathon and I had them in London, and for me it's just a shoe that just works for it. Yeah, it works for me over the marathon distance. Now why is that, for you? Can you quantify it? Well, it's forgiving enough that when I lose form towards the end of the race, so if I'm not on it, I don't lose stability or anything like that. I don't feel I lose that much performance out of the shoe. I find it stable enough. It's a firmer compound with the Light Strike Pro versus something like a Zoom X, because I used to run a lot of my marathons in the Alpha Fly. I don't have any problems with a high arch. I don't have any problems with the fit of the shoe. We've got this Mesh 2.0. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with the breathability of it. In fact, I have no problem with the durability of it either. We've got this fantastic Continental rubber on the outsole, and it's like new. Look at that. The only issue I would say with the shoe is the lacing, but to be fair, in London it was absolutely fine. It fits true to size. You've got 39mm of stack, and we've got the energy rods that sit under the shoe, which sort of spread out like that underneath your feet. But yeah, so I think it's just a shoe that works for me because it complements my running style, if that makes any sense. So if I want to get the speed, I can, and if I want to back out a little bit, so let's say goal pace goes out a little bit, you know what it's like towards the end of the run, then this is forgiving enough to go with me. Okay, so the question is, does the Metaspeed Sky Plus stack up well against the Adidas Pro 3? So if you haven't seen the video, we put it out. I did a race review of this shoe. We took this along to the Hackney Half Marathon. Actually, I've got the t-shirt on. The Hackney Half Marathon. I ran 13.1 miles at goal pace. I was a little bit under because we started at 8:20 per mile, and then we sort of finished down at like 7:40, 7:30, something like that. We was kicking along. So it got a bit of a, I would say, a good test in the shoe. But it's, what's the best way to describe it? For me, it's very difficult to pick this when this works so well. Now, in terms of the performance, the shoe felt a little bit more cushioned under the forefoot. It felt good when I was on my toes. It wasn't too bad when I came. I came off it when I was like 8:20. It wasn't feeling brilliant. But when we did dip down into those faster paces, the shoe came alive. As you'd expect, it's got a full length carbon plate in it. The upper was great, it fits true to size. You've got Flight Foam Turbo in it, so it's that really soft, high responsive foam from Asics. But the way the shoe is tuned up did kind of work-ish to a degree. It's quite narrow in the heel. If you compare that, well, I don't know if it's going to come out in the camera because it's quite light today. But can you see the sort of width of the heels? It's a little bit skinny in the back end, which I kind of, well, it doesn't really do me any favours being like that. It's fine when, did you drop that? When I'm here, yeah, when I'm striking here to here, it's fine. So I'm looking at the screen, make sure I'm pointing the right thing. But it's fine because you've got that big lump of Flight Foam Turbo. But when you come back here, it's a little bit less forgiving than the Adidas Pro 3. But I would say to you then, this shoe is probably more suited for me for the half marathon, but the Hoka Rocket X2 or the Vaporfly 3 would be my preference. So this is a shoe that sort of sits between the Adidas Pro 3 and the others. It's a bit in no man's land. But I don't have anything negative to say about the shoe, because actually it did okay and it's done fine, and that's I'm all right with that. But it's very hard to sort of pick it over these, because again, this is just the most forgiving sort of marathon shoe that I've had. It really is. As I said, it rewards that speed, it rewards that consistency, it rewards that good form. But if you're having a bit of an off day, or you do fall back, then it does come back to you. So yes, people, I quite enjoyed this. This is fine, but in terms of does it beat this, my favourite marathon shoe? No. And I think a lot of this comes down to personal preference, actually. I think it depends on you as a runner and how it works for you. But for me, out of these two, it's going to be the Adidas Pro 3. It just works for me. It just suits me. And I would pick that. If you said to me, Fordy, you've got to go and run Berlin Marathon, then I would pick the Adidas Pro 3. Okay guys, that's it. Let me know in the comments, which one would you choose? Do you own either of them? Have you raced either of them? Let me know in the comments. Give us some feedback and see and tell everyone else how you've been getting on with those shoes. Yeah, that's it. I'll catch you later.